done, and hopefully, we will chat again very soon. That is the word coming in on the markets and on the insurance sector. So let's take it straight to industry leader Life Insurance Corporation of India, or LIC. They reported a total APE growth and annual premiumized equivalent growth of 5% and total premium growth of just 4% versus last year. Now, to discuss the outlook for the business and the divestment plan with respect to IDBI Bank, also on ITC, we're joined by Raj Kumar, the Managing Director at LIC India. Mr. Kumar, thanks a lot for joining us. First I wanted an outlook on what the premium growth would look like by the end of this year and next year, because I think that in the new business premium, your year-to-date growth has been about 40% year-on-year. What's the outlook now?
And good morning. Thank you for giving this opportunity. You see, we have to look at different perspectives when we are talking about the life insurance industry. In fact, post-COVID, there have been a number of factors which are actually impacting the life insurance sector at all. The one is that the risk perception has gone down after the moderation of the COVID impact. Then the second factor is the revenge spending which is happening in the market, which is reflected in the GST collection and the direct tax collection, which is at a very high rate. And the third part is that the life insurance, the rising interest rates. So we are also competing with the household segments. Giving all these factors, and also the most important thing that it being a push product rather than a pull product, life insurance industry as a whole and corporation as a whole has done very well. As you rightly said, we are growing at around 40%. And we believe that the revenge spending and other things are also moderating. And the same kind of outlook we are looking for the fourth quarter also. And next year, yes, it will be again a challenge for the industry, because for us also, because the base is getting bigger and bigger, and giving a growth over that itself becomes a challenge. But we have our strategies in place, and we believe that we will be able to sustain a high rate of growth in the future also.
So when you say high rate of growth, what is the kind of growth you're looking at? Are you looking at high teens? In FY24, what is the kind of growth that you're penciling in?
You see, the one is that it's very difficult to give a forward-looking statement. But the overall business strategy looks into the kind of opportunities which are available in the market. We have been very strong in the non-par side, but there was a time that when, 20-25 years back, when we were very strong in the non-par business. The thing was that as per the LIC Act provisions, Section 24, we have to have a single fund only. So there was no classification of par and non-par. Since last year, that was amended, and we also bifurcated the fund. So now we are looking at the growth opportunity in the both sides of the business, not diluting our focus on the current strength, but we are looking at the opportunities which are there in the non-par side. So that looking into that, we believe that there is a great opportunity for us to grow at a very higher rate. It's very difficult to predict what kind of percentage terms it will happen, but yes, the opportunities are there.
Okay, all right, Mr. Raj Kumar, but give us a couple of numbers. You're saying the non-par segment could see some bit of traction. What is the growth you're looking at in that segment, first of all? And also, if you could tell us, the embedded value. I think you had indicated that it's likely to see an increase in FY23. By how much? What could that number be?
No. You see, first of all, it's a silent period. Q3 results are still not out. I will not.
Sir, we don't want to know about quarter 3, sir. Let us talk about the way ahead. FY23, FY24.
Is far ahead, but let me tell you. Last year, when we bifurcated the fund, and the non-par business was say 5.9% in the APE. Now presently it is 9% as we close Q2. With we are witnessing a higher growth in the non-par segment, so it is going to add to the APE as well as in the BNB margins. Now coming to the embedded value is a factor of the kind of business we underwrite and many other things. And it also takes into account the market value of the investments, in particular in the equity side. So it also depends upon how the markets are behaving. Unfortunately, in the first quarter, the markets were down, and at the end of the second quarter, that in 30th September also, they were again down from their peak. So it impacts. The EV is calculated on a given date, but if you ask me, EV changes every day. If the markets are going up, the EV will go up. If the markets are coming down, the EV will come down. But we are looking at that there has to be a growth, 5 to 6% growth we are looking at, having a very large base of 5.44 trillion of EV, which was as on 30th September.
Right. And that sensitivity to market remains very, very high, right, Mr. Kumar?
Yes.
Good morning, Prashant here.
You see, Prashantji, the thing is that in life insurance, the majority of the investments happen in the debt side, because there are contractual liabilities which are to be repaid. But we do invest in the equities also, and yes, say 18% almost we have invested in the equities of our total AUM on book value basis. So that also, there is a huge MTM gains in that. So the market volatility in fact impacts the MTM gains there itself, which we have disclosed in the RSP also, and after the Q2 results also. The 10% market going up or down, it impacts the EV by 6.5%. So there is a sensitivity.
Okay, 10% move in the index, I guess, 6.5% impact
Yes.
on the EV. All right, Mr. Kumar, 10%.
Sorry.
Yes.
1% movement up or down in the indexes, it impacts us by 6.5%. The financials.
Yes. Now, just to come back to those numbers, towards the end of the last answer, you said we expect 5 to 6% growth. This is
that I talked about EV, embedded value.
Okay. On retail AP growth, I mean, if you can give us some indication of what your targets are for FY24, because that has come off. I mean, even year to date for the 9-month period as compared to where you were 1 month back. I mean, there is a slowing down which has happened. If you can provide us with some indication, broadly, how are you thinking about retail AP growth in 24? Go on.
AP actually is a kind of business which underwrite. For example, in case of the non-par business, the AP factor will be higher, and then again in the single and non-single, there are different multiples which are there. So presently, as I said, in the non-par side, we were at Q2 at 9%, which was 5.9% as on 31st March. So we are focusing on the non-par business to increase the AP size also. And we will be looking at that, what we have predicted and what we have discussed in the RSP while going for the IPO. We are on the track. We have given a kind of 5-year scenario for us to bring a total change in our business mix. Because I cannot simply bring a disruption which when caused by strength presently into a weakness. So we will be looking at that maybe 8 to 10% kind of growth in the AP in the final ending. We are looking at that.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you, there was a comment from the Divestment Secretary where he mentioned that the government and LIC are looking to sort of pair their stake in IDBI Bank. The last time we chatted with you, you said you're keen to continue the partnership there. Just wanted to understand how this is going to play out. Are you planning to pair stake or exit IDBI Bank in the due course of time? And in this calendar year, anything that's planned?
No, when we invested in the IDBI Bank, we sought permission from the IRD as well as from the RBI, and they had given us some timeline to bring down our holdings in IDBI Bank. Now, let me also discuss here or tell that LIC Act 1956, a notification was issued by the Government of India in 1958, which allows LIC to have up to 30% in any organization. Although the RBI and IRDA dispensation tells us to bring down below 20%. So we are committed to that because we can't put a large risk in one particular company. That was a strategic investment, and we will continue to be in the IDBI Bank, but not at the level which we are at present, that is 49.64%.
So you'll be bringing down your stake, Mr. Kumar. Will you be bringing down your stake from this 49% odd? And
yes.
Okay.
We are
to what level, sir?
It will be less than 20% after the 20% presently with what the RP, which has been floated by DIPAM itself, has mentioned that how much stake LIC and Government of India is going to divest. After that number, which is more than 30%, we will be still left with around 19%.
Okay, so you're committed to bring down the stake below 20%. What is the timeline again? By when do you plan to do it?
No. This will be happening with this, strategic sale of IDBI Bank, which DIPAM has already started.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Got it. So what about the stake that you have in ITC? Plans on holding it on, or I think you have close to around 15% stake out there as well.
No, we have many other companies which we are having very high stakes. Why to talk about ITC only? I mean, as I said, that LIC Act allows us to go up to 30% in a company. So it is around 60%. So we have still a margin of 14%. But yes, it's not that we will be taking.
Oh, I can't hear you. So I think there's some issue with the audio. We'll just come back to you in a bit.
Risk in one particular company only.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry, we actually missed that. Can you just repeat what you were saying? Yeah.
I will repeat. I was saying that there are many other companies which were having more than 10%, around even 13% also. So that's why we still have to single out ITC only. The LIC Act itself allows us to go up to 30% in any company in equity investment. So what we cannot take a very huge risk in a single company. So it's a strategic kind of thinking and investment strategy is there to keep invested or book profits. It's a regular exercise for us. It's not that we keep invested. We have gone on record many times that we are very contrarian in our investment approach. We do book profits and we do re-enter into the same market to buy the same stock. So it's a continuous process for us.
Okay, sorry, I just come back to IDBI Bank because I just wanted clarity. I didn't get the exact timeline, but you said the process has begun for paring down your stake to below 20%. But by when do you think this will get concluded?
No. You see, ma'am, this Reenaji, this is spearheaded by the DIPAM, Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. The Government of India is going to bring down its holding in the IDBI Bank, along with the LIC will also be doing the same at the same time. So whenever this strategic sale happens in IDBI, Government of India as well as LIC will participate together.
All right. Okay, we will leave it at that. Thanks a lot, sir, for joining in and giving us an update on the business as well as the strategic stake sales over there. So that's LIC. But let's move on. Let's focus on the